Hey, my name is James Roberson. I'm the lead pastor of Bridge Church here in downtown Brooklyn in New York City. Our church is in the midst of experiencing a shift. Over the last 8 years, I think we've done a good job of making disciples, but I believe that God is calling us up to not just make disciples, but to make disciple makers. Disciple making disciples. I think we've done a good job of ministering to people, but I believe God is not only calling us to minister to people, but to unleash ministers of the gospel around the world. And so we really believe that now is the time to maximize ministers, maximize ministry in this season in our church, in this city. And so what we want to do is we have what's called the All Nations Initiative, the All Nations Initiative. As you know, Jesus says his church should be a house of prayer for all nations, meaning that all different types of people should feel comfortable coming into the confines of the church and talking to God. And that means we have to be more intentional about that. And so we want to do three things going into 2023. We want to refocus our energy into finding a location downtown, in downtown Brooklyn. One that can be, we feel like downtown Brooklyn allows us to reach everyone. Everyone comes down there, all types of people, economically, socially. We feel like if we're down there, we can reach everyone. So we're looking for a location down there. Secondly, we want to be able to focus our energy on doing more outreach events and more service projects, because we need to be out. We need to be seen. The church needs to be advancing. And then thirdly, we want to do more youth initiatives with our teens and our youth. We feel like that's obviously a very strategic age. And so we're wanting to raise $65,000 by the end of January so that we can have the resources to do these events. All the events take resources, but also have to be able to have the laborers to do that as well, because some of those events and time costs money. But it's not just the money, it's the attitude. We are trying to have a shift in our attitude. And so we want the resources, but the resources is not just enough. It's going to take the prayers, it's going to take the involvement. So this All Nation Initiative is going to saturate what we're doing next year. And we want you to join us. We want you to be a part of what God is doing. We want you to be not only equipped in our church, but unleashed from our church. And so we pray that you would steward God's resources, and you would partner with us to reach the city. You'd pray with us, and then you would give. And so we're looking forward to all that God's going to do through the All Nations Initiative. Thanks.